Okay, what's going on, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We're looking at F, okay, ticker symbol F. This is Ford Motor Company, and it is down, okay? It's down big. We're going to go over some of the news and show why it's down big. We're going to look at my price targets, the really key levels and patterns that I'm watching, okay? And I'm basically going to be closing my short position on Ford early this morning, okay? There was a huge drop, okay? Yesterday, Ford was basically right at $15 is where we closed at, okay? And we can see it dropped over 6% at its lows right there, okay, down to 1404. It is recovering a little bit. If you're wondering why, right, why it fell so hard, why this is happening, okay, Thinkorswim actually has live news that you can get on Thinkorswim. So if you simply click there, what we can do, okay, is take a look at it and we'll click on one of these, okay, and we'll full screen it just so you guys can read it, right? Inflation costs cause supply costs to soar, all right? And essentially, payments to suppliers will run about $1 billion higher than expected for the quarter. For the quarter, guys, not even for like the whole year or something like that. This is simply $1 billion of estimations wrong in one quarter. So very ugly news to be hearing and receiving. You can go and, read deeper into that. All right. But we'll take a look at the charts. Okay. This is a TA channel for the most part, right? And this red area is known as our supply zone. Okay. And these are areas where there's a supply imbalance and we get pushed down further. Okay. Now, this gray area in between here, this is no man's land. Okay. This is not where I want to enter a trade, and this is not where you should want to enter a trade. You want to enter in potential areas of imbalance, right? So we know that there's a potential supply imbalance up here that could drive the price lower. Okay. We recover, we chop, we come back up, hit this supply zone here. Okay. And ultimately, that's when we get the big drop and we drop back down into our demand zone here in green. Okay. Um, if we zoom out a little bit, right, because we're on the 1 hour chart right now, we can go over to the 4 hour chart, okay, and take a look at a few things that were giving us signals, all right? So the first one was going to be some bearish divergence, okay? We'll go over that real quick. I'll explain it to you if you are unfamiliar. It's a really great signal that works across stocks and crypto, okay? So what we have here is a high and a higher high. And down here at our RSI, we have a high and a lower high. Okay, so clearly the RSI is in a downtrend while the stock price was in an uptrend. That's a bearish divergence because the RSI is going down. That's an indicator that you may see bearish activity in the future, right? And what do? We entered short positions all the way up here in this supply zone. Okay, and now we're riding it down, and we're all the way here in this nice demand zone right around $14. Okay, so $14 is going to be a key area to see whether or not we bounce and recover and head back up, or we may consolidate and drop back lower. Now, the reason I'm closing my short positions today is because just like we had bullish divergence there, I'm seeing, or bearish divergence, I'm seeing a little bit of some bullish divergence. Okay, so if we look at this low here and this low here, we are clearly making lower lows, right? But if we look at our RSI, we're making higher lows. Okay. So we look at the relative strength index, we have a low, we have a higher lows here. Okay. So we're building bullish divergence. We might not see a pop right away. We may have to chop and consolidate in here before we see a small pop, or we could drop down lower. And then that's when the bullish divergence may start to form again. Okay. So keep an eye out on Ford for sure. Hopefully you guys were in some puts with me, shorting it. If not, don't panic, okay? And don't rush into it today as we are in a valid demand zone. And most of the moves these days in the market either come after hours and pre-market, okay? So that's it for today's video. Just wanted to give a quick update on that one. I'll be doing all the viewer requests later this week, okay? So you can expect to see those out by Friday. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, okay? I'm out.